Hello, my people. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, according to your time zone around the world. This is M Special, a Biafran agitating for Biafran freedom, hoping and believing that one day we will have a country of our own as it was before the entrance of the wicked British. This afternoon, I come with a topic that is very dear to my heart. And I want to say this, please. This is not to bring separation or enmity into the struggle. And this video I'm making, I am not making it for any tribe, but I am strongly making it for some individuals that has dedicated themselves to be tools to be used whenever the struggle of Biafra is going forward. Those are the people I am making this video for. So if you are among the struggle or outside the struggle for any purpose, and this video I am going to make now reflects or points at you, then you know that you are the person I am speaking to as a person or individuals. This video, I am not making it for any tribe. I repeat, I am making it for certain individuals that has willingly, out of frustration or out of misunderstanding or out of sabotage, or for what people has come to convince them, and they deviated from the struggle and take along the way they want, but did not take it personally, but they want to use their words to destroy and distract the struggle. Those are the people I am making this video for. Having said that, this video is addressing the issue of every time some individuals will be talking about the Igbos, the Igbos, the Igbos, the Igbos. We are used to that, but for me, I am just fed up of that, especially when it is coming out of the people that I think that we are in the same struggle with. That being said, I want to make this clear. The Igbos are the only tribe in Nigeria that wherever we are among other ethnic groups, when we speak our language, they became offended. But in our midst, they will be speaking their own language. We don't bother. We don't ask questions. I knew this when I left Igbo land, and it baffles me a lot. Because whenever we speak our language, they become uncomfortable. And now in the struggle, a particular individual has been making this statement saying that why people hate the Igbos. Nobody knows why you hate the Igbos. People hate the Igbos because of what they are told about the Igbos. And anybody that hates the Igbos is because you can be manipulated. Any sensible human beings that heard that the Igbos are bad and this and that, even in a family, there is no perfect one. Every child, every individual has their role and their way of living and behavior. So, why always these comments, they ask why they hate the Igbos? Who cares? Who cares, for goodness sake? If you hate the Igbos, you hate the Igbos for what you are told about the Igbos. Thank God that story is making itself and people are starting to open their eyes. All thanks to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who stood the fight. That being said, somebody somewhere is also talking about forgetting the history, forgetting the painful parts. How can you forget the painful parts? The painful part is what brought us to where we are today. That painful history that everybody don't want to hear about the Igbos is what brought us to where we are today. and can never go away as far as human being exists and the Igbo still lives. It can never go away. Just as the Holocaust can never go out of the mind of the Israelis. The imposed war on the Igbos that started from 1969 till this date can never just be wiped away. The struggle we are today, thanks to my other Biafran brothers that has come to realize that this is not the fight of only the Igbos. We have started it all along. I was born into this fight because my father fought the imposed Nigerian Biafran war. And for those of us that are misbehaving, it's because they were not told the history. I was told the history by my own father. That's why I cannot play with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why he spoke my mind. So who is that person that will tell me to explain myself and remove the history of Igbo when it is necessary for me to put it there? You know what we are against. Do you know what we stand for? Do you know what the Igbo stands for? The Igbo stands for justice and equity. That is what we stood for. Justice and equity. Somebody was somewhere making comments with the video he made. He said, wealth is not when you acquire number. It is when you are satisfied. Yes. And let me tell that person that the Igbos, whenever we make any good thing or step ahead, we don't take the glory for ourselves. That's why we are called the Omuchuku Okike Obioma. We don't keep God behind anything we are making, we have achieved. God is always the first. That's why we have the celebration of harvest. Every end of the year, we do harvest in the churches. It is the Igbos that taught other Nigerians that happens. That is the tradition from Israel, where we come from. It is inborn in us. So why all this Igbo, that? Everybody that started the struggle may not be to the end of the struggle. If you allow yourself to be deceived by the wayside, you can fall away and fall apart alone. Don't try to lure others or to destroy what others are still building, because every action we take in life will come against us or for us as we live. The Igbos are the most penalized tribe in Nigeria, even till this date. All out of jealousy. Unfortunately, our own brothers that were not told the history, like our politicians and our stupid millionaires, they told the same line of betrayal because they were not told the history. And somebody is telling me that I should forget a painful history because we are forging ahead, that I should put it aside and continue with the struggle. When it is necessary, I don't say we will bring it always, but when it is necessary or when we need to explain that history to somebody that did not know, we have the right to do so. We have the right to do so, to educate others on what we stood for and why we are doing what we are doing. Pluck off my nose and you give me a rose to smell. How long will anybody that refuses to understand the pain that the Igbos has been going on and now it is on everybody, how long will it take such an individual to stop this statement of why they hate the Igbos, why the Igbos? Are you not seeing it with yourself, what is happening? Is it the Igbos that are killing you? In every struggle, everybody will not be in one basket. Even the Israelites, before they get back their land, not all the Israelis were for it. Some said it is impossible. But I want to tell you something, my dear brother or my dear sister that is listening to this video or that this my talk is affecting. You don't win any war because you are too rich. You don't win any war because you are too intelligent. You win the war because God is with you. And that is where we are heading for. God is with us We only make the use of the little brain and senses that he has given to us, and he will perfect others. Just like he used David to defeat Goliath. That has been our stand. That's why we may not have any millions, we start business, because we know that the God that we call on, the God of our forefathers, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, will always back us up. Many of us are in Europe, out of Africa. Many of us, even in Africa, out of Nigeria, can testify that the wealth or the advancement that they have achieved, their achievements, wherever they are today, is not because they are too intelligent. It is not because they are too smart. When they look back, if they want to tell themselves the truth, they will give all attributes to God. That is how the Igbos are. And that is our pride. Our pride is because we have a God that answers our prayer. All we need is to tell him what we want and do what we can do, and he will finish the rest for us. That is where our pride comes from. So in this video, I am pleading with everybody that is calling the Igbos bad name for nothing, whether you are in the struggle or you are out of the struggle, to desist from that, because it's not going to give you. I remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started this struggle, it was because I was so busy. I would have been very much known in this struggle, but because I was schooling family, I was so busy, but I never lose sight. But I just recently started my own channel because of the struggle. But I always comment. I would have been among Oluchi Lloyd and even before Mayegu Diary, or among them, because Oluchi started before Mayegu, and Mayegu is doing wonderfully well. Why can't you just be an individual that will call a spade and be used for peace, than be using yourself like a chameleon? Today you are this, tomorrow you are that. If you are tired of the struggle, just get out of the way. You have tried the one you have gone to, and allow others to come. I started just 2 months ago. Others will continue to start. When you are convinced, you start. Nobody was given an invitation to come into the struggle. You came into the struggle because you know the pain you are passing through, and you know the importance of this struggle for your freedom as a person, as an individual, or family, and the future of your children. So why, when anybody come to chip or talk into rubbish into your head, you use that rubbish to confuse yourself, and you come to the media, to the social media, to try to deceive the gullibles, those that cannot reason well, and you call yourself an intelligent person. I remember when I started this channel, some people, they will write, they will say, oh, you are doing well, this and that. One categorically told me, he said, I will tell you many things, but if you remove yourself from under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how can you tell me such nonsense? Were you the one that called me to start my channel in the first place? That is how many people that are into this struggle has been deceived. Maybe somebody told you such a thing, and you did a video, and some people comment the way you don't like, and you use that to hold a hand to destroy the struggle. Enough is enough. Let us use our senses, and let us leave the Igbos alone. And as far as Biafra is concerned, and the history of Nigeria, because we cannot have Biafra without talking about the history of Nigeria and the war of 1967 to 70. That war will continue to ring in the ears of our future generation, because it is very necessary for it not to happen again. Thank you, and God bless you. I want to hear your comments. What do you think? Because you want to amend something, you will forget your yesterday? When the agony of yesterday still lives till this moment. Is that right? How can you make such an argument? Where do you base your argument? Thank you. And together, if we are for Biafra, we will achieve it. Biafra is not going to be given to us by man. It is going to be given to us by God, who has the heart of every man in his own palm. I remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started, this Femi Olululu or whatever, the woman that broke the news that his father is dead, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. She made a statement that because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not come to her, or the Biafran struggle did not come to her, that nobody will know about Biafran struggle in the world. Today, what happened? Biafran struggle has been known everywhere in the world. Long ago, very years ago, I don't tell people I'm Nigerian, I'm a Biafran, and they know where I'm going to. Where I am working presently is a radio station in Spain. They knew about Biafra. They do listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So don't deceive yourself. And they don't hear English. But they tell me they listen with an app that translates what she says, and they all love him. Immediately I enter there, they ask me, I say Biafra. They say, oh, one man from London, is your person? I say, yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So that to show you how far we have gone. People that matters listen to him. That is not what man can give. It is only God who called him in this struggle. And each and every one of us that can do that. Thank you. And don't forget to share. Let me hear from you. What did you think?